The Villa Angela St. Joe Vikings are dethroned as D3 champions as Lima Central Catholic, the #1 team in the state, will take home the crown.
Adversity is going to come in a lot of different forms. Your attitude is going to determine how you handle that. And oftentimes, adversity is what fuels our growth. But how do you respond when you're faced with adversity? The key is, what's your attitude? Do you look at it as an opportunity to grow and learn and get better for the next time? When you get knocked down, it's an opportunity to grow and to be better, and you can benefit from the struggle.
It's like depression was real, man. Do you know what that's like? In the middle of the night, lying silent. Do you know about that fight? Do you know about that plight? Do you know if that's right? If I don't quit when all is falling in a part of my life. And I've been tripping before, but ain't never been scared. Like I was scared this time, had to go clear my mind. The fuel that I choose when engaging the rules to prepare this rhyme as I go through mine in a whole new line. From the hook and the bars, I'm crooked with thoughts. I would look in the mirror and I would see flaws in a lost cause, like a lost dog. I'm looking to find my home. Then I got stronger, no longer wanted to hide alone. And if I'm being
made it to the state championship and lost. This year we came in hungry, motivated.
Last year I said it'd be a lost cause if we didn't win state this year.
We came in with a mindset that no one's gonna stop us. We're gonna give it to Columbus and win the state championship. It's been crazy, man. You do.
We are the Vikings and the Vikings are what? We are the Vikings and the Vikings are what? We are the Vikings and the Vikings are what? We are the Vikings and the Vikings are what? We are the Vikings and the Vikings are what?
I knew we were very talented. I knew we were very capable, but I also knew that we couldn't win on talent alone. And I told these guys repeatedly, gentlemen, we're not good enough to win on talent alone, where in the past that may not have been the case because we were so talented.
I mean, of course our expectations are high because we're Villa Angela St. Joseph, but once again it was to, of course, win districts, win regionals, and make that trip back down to Columbus, which we did.
Everyone had us going pretty far this year since what we did last year, and that was so unexpected. So our expectation was to go back to states and finish the job that we couldn't do last year.
Every single win you have won with dignity. The losses you have lost with class and with character. Every time the way you conduct yourselves off the court is more important to Mr. Cervenik and I than what happens on the court and the score on the scoreboard.
I just want to let you know that I got 2 young boys right now. And I hope my young men grow up to be just like you guys right now. You know, as a parent now, seeing this and seeing you guys, you know, I hope each one of you is going to have a quality within my kids, and I hope they grow up to be just like you guys.
You got a whole group of kids out there that are counting on you, and they're looking forward to being down there cheering with you. I think we have 3 buses going down. And there's a whole lot of people going in cars, and there's parents going, there's people older than me, they're going that they've always gone and followed it. You know why? Because they're all part of our family. Villa Angela St. Joseph High School. You guys play hard, play tough, be who you are, and everything's going to work out fine.
We got to get Coach D'Amato a ring, man. Coach D'Amato and Coach Rowley are both ringers.
All I got to say is to get her.
On behalf of the VASJ Viking basketball team, we'd like to tell all you guys thank you. To all the students, thank you for showing up and coming out every night. Thank you to the teachers. Thank you, Mr. Fishbach, for all you do. We really appreciate everything you do.
What do you see when you see these 2 people? Besides spoiled rich kids. When people are rooting for you to lose, that is good. When people are saying you're spoiled brats, that is good. When people are saying you don't work hard, that is good. You know why? Because they don't hate you unless you are good. So, congratulations, Villa Angela St. Joseph High School. You are hated once again.
All right, baby, let's turn it up this weekend!
We raise up our voices, proud to sing our alma mater's name, our tradition and spirit. You are one true Viking loyalty we pledge. Hail Angela, St. Joseph High, all hail the red and blue.
In life, there's only a couple moments that like define you, right? Or I shouldn't say define you, that alter your life. But what I think is so neat about this tournament is I mean, for me, and well, not only for me, but for all the guys in this room, I mean, it was a life-altering event. I mean, that goes without saying, right? So obviously, what we're about to do is, I mean, it's going to impact you guys, and you guys know that, right, for the rest of your life. But the thing is, it's not even going to impact you in almost the ways you think, right? So it's not just about winning and losing. What's going to bond us together is what we're talking about, is together, is each other. These guys can strategize all they want. They can say, we're going to do this, we're going to take Gene away, we're going to do this, right? And the line Mike Tyson used to use, you guys know it? Yeah. Well, you remember, what was it, Gene? Everybody has a strategy until I walk across the ring and punch him in the face. Everybody has a strategy until I walk across the ring and punch him in the face. That absolutely applies here. Let's get connected, let's get together, and let's go across the ring and punch him in the face together.
Good morning, my friends. The OHSAA Radio Network is on the air from Value City Arena at the Schottenstein Center on the campus of Ohio State University. The 95th Annual Boys High School State Basketball Tournament continues today. And up next, it's the Division III State Semifinals.
No, I thought it was awesome actually finally getting the experience to go down to Columbus, and this time being able to play, this time being able to go on the floor, be on the bench. It was a great experience.
It's great because I sit back and think, like, some kids don't even make it past regionals all through high school, but we did.
Going down to states the first year on varsity is just a lifetime experience that, you know, people shouldn't take lightly, and it was just amazing. I'll never forget it.
You see it on TV a lot, but being down there is a whole different type of scenario, and actually being on the floor is just a great feeling. It's like no other, actually.
You don't want them not to be able to experience it. It's something special about going down to Columbus. You can't teach Columbus. You have to experience Columbus.
Smiles on our faces, and at the end of the day, we walk out of there with a smile on our face, right? Yes, sir. So let's enjoy our time.
We can't just jack jump it. We've got to get to the rim. If we get to the rim and then we kick it, we're fine. There's no other option, right? So if we get behind, that's okay. We'll get to 41, we'll get to 21, we'll get back in there. If we get up, we step on their neck, right? If we keep it close, that's what we want, right? Because if it comes to winning time, these guys aren't used to the lights. We are. This is what we do, right? So all we have, no matter what happens, we stay the course. The mean's going to come back. Right, so no matter what happens, we stay the course. Let's go.
Here's the opening tip. It's taken by VASJ and Gene Higgins. He will walk it up. Higgins dishes out 5 assists per game. Daniel McGarry at the foul line for the Vikings, clad in their white uniforms today. They are the home team in the state semifinal. Gaffney's first touch, dribbling around the perimeter. They'll set up a 3 from the corner, and Noah Newland nails it. McGarry back out front. Higgins puts it up and in and draws the foul as he gets knocked to the deck.
They were going back and forth at first. Will came in again, got us fired up.
William Butler, the 6'1 senior. He averages 12 a game off the bench, so no surprise that he has put some points up, but he is striking early. Blocked by Butler, tipped around and grabbed by the Vikings. Right now, Reggie Pryor in the game. He grabbed that board for VASJ. Butler knows what to do with it. He drives all the way, lays it up and in. So VASJ controls the first half, and they race out to a 39-19, 20-point lead here at halftime.
That's right. Jason, shut the hell up. Jason probably shut the hell up anyway. Right? Jason, every time I've yelled at you, we played well. You understand that?
Jason, shut up!
These guys can't chase us, so there's nothing wrong with breaking the clock and then getting a layup. Let's learn from what we did wrong last game, okay? Everybody do one more thing. Someone get their hands on the ball. Someone take a charge. Let's get every rebound. Come on.
Danny McGarry, nobody stops him. He drives all the way to the bucket. And to the lane, Higgins, the finger roll right in front. The 24, VASJ leading it by 25. Thomas tried a fancy pass underneath, looking for Van Horn. It was stolen away. Gaffney will bring it up. He finds McGarry. There's the alley-oop and the jam by Gaffney.
I mean, you know, these other guys are the guys that have all, been around a couple years, but I just think his growth as a young man is just, you know, they face guarded him today, and you know, Zoe knew that they weren't going to let him get his, and I thought because of that, Gene and Will and Danny were getting layups. And I think if that had been at the middle of the year, or even last year, I think that would have bothered Zoe. But he just knew, you know, those buckets were our buckets. So I thought surreptitiously he made the difference.
Final score today as VASJ advances to the state championship game in Division III. Vikings 73 and the Fairland Dragons 50.
Hey, we smiling? Yeah, we are. Nice job. Nice job.
You guys, give yourself a hand, man, because you made history. You just derailed a very good basketball team, all right, with all juniors. So young guys, hopefully we'll see them again.
Yeah.
All right, we have a class, but you know, now we got to go to school in this next game, right? All right, we're gonna give the coaches assignments on who we're scouting. You guys, you got to be watching with the intent of learning, not with the intent of being a fan. All right, you guys, you got to go. We got to go to work here. We have a short turnaround, man. I mean, you want to talk about your whole life in front of you. All right, you guys have put yourselves in position. Okay, you guys just went legend. Now you got a chance to do something magical now, right? For tomorrow. Great job.
Great job, fellas. Let's go.
Go.
St. Joe.
How strong?
Very strong.
1, 2, 3.
Nice.
We came out and we smacked him in the face. Really, that's what it was. And then we stayed on him. We got him down and we stayed on him.
It feels great coming back after last year. Took a loss, and this year just ready to bounce back, get a win.
That's all we know, but even though we've been coming back for the last few years, we never take advantage of it. We never take it for granted. We work harder than anybody else in the summer, so we deserve to be here. And we still won't forget what happened last year, about a week ago in March, so we're coming back to do what we know we should have.
You sissy suffering silence.
You know what I want? You know what I want for my birthday?
State championship.
3rd ring. That's it.
There was an article written that attacked not the playing ability of our kids, but attacked the character of our kids. And yeah, I had a serious problem with that. The guy insinuated that we don't work hard. The opposite is true. I feel like our kids work as hard as any group that I've ever seen. Mr. Stump called me and apologized for what he wrote. I accepted his apology. I told him if he really felt that way, he would take the article down. He took the article down, I think, which acknowledged remorse, and then we move on. I mean, I know I've made my mistakes, and our kids are going to make mistakes, and I think it was, you know, I think it was just a good testament for us to be able to forgive him, and we do.
Every time they see you walking through the hallways, they give you, you know, a handshake or a dap or whatever it is and ask you how your day is going. They know what we do behind the scenes. You know, they tell us they appreciate it. And that really means the world to us. I mean, that's why we show up every day to work. That's why we work 90 hours a week. You know, we're not in it for any of the glory, but you know, just the kids, you know, telling you thank you and you know, acknowledging you in the hallways and whatever you're doing. That's really what we're here for, and that's what it's all about.
We've put a lot of expectations on those guys. And they've met every single challenge. Like I said, they've assumed roles that they've never had to assume, and they definitely embraced them. These guys have grown so much over the course of 4 or 5 months, during the season.
Everybody in our program wants to be great, and there's one thing to want to be great,
and then there's another thing to go out and achieve greatness. And I think that's what we strive to do. We strive to do it in the classroom. We strive to do it on the court every day in practice.
There's not a single one of those kids that doesn't have a huge heart. They're leaders, they're caring. I mean, there was never a time where they didn't want to help each other on their schoolwork, pick each other up when someone was going through something. There was always someone there for them. They're just literally the epitome of a team, and really more so a family.
We say like we're a family, we're truly a family. No one's less equal than another person.
Especially if you play here, you see the basketball players and the coaches more than you do your family.
We do all our homework together. We go to practice every day. We, hang out with each other after practice.
I could tell them anything. I know everything about each and every one of them.
We treat each other like brothers. We get on each other's heads like brothers, like brothers do. We bark at each other all the time, and that's basically how we are.
Like, yeah, we get on each other, but no matter what, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us, so we're always there for each other.
We're all really close, and we all love each other.
Well, family's defined in different ways, right? And it's not just the connection with my father being here and him being my dad, just the family ties that we have. Reggie Pryor is the nephew of Jason Pryor, who is still one of my best friends. Jason Pryor is his son. Noah Newland is the son of Rich Newland. That's what makes it so unique, and that's what makes it so special.
Gene, Terrence, Danny, Alonzo, we all grew up playing in the same rec leagues, the Panther Hoop leagues, AAU together. So I guess we grew up and grew a bond, and the bond it got thicker and thicker, and it can't be broken.
Home is not a tile floor or 185th and Lakeshore. Home is where your heart is. I'm a state championship coach. There's state championship people in there that have won state championships. The difference is I've never won a state championship with Jason. Never won a state championship with Coach Mo. Never won a state championship with Coach Rowley. We, together, have never won a state championship together. All right? And this is not even about winning our 7th state championship. This is about us winning our state championship. That's what tonight is about.
The fact that we're wearing those white jerseys again, we're at home. At home, you're comfortable. We're having fun. You kick off your shoes, you relax, you kick your feet up. There's no hesitation. There's no nervousness. You're good.
I slept good last night. I'm not nervous. I mean, I'm sure you guys are, but I'm more excited than anything. There's no tears, there's no worries, no trembling voices today, because I'm ready. And I know you guys are too. I've watched you. My first year, Will, I watched you on freshman, Danny, I watched you when you were 7 years old. Like, I'm ready. I know you are too. Just do it together.
Not too many times in your life, especially, and I'm talking to you seniors here right now. This is it, man. This is it. There is no next season. There is no another final. Play tonight like it's the last time you're ever going to play, man.
I remember last year sitting in here. I didn't say anything. And I just want to say this year, thank you for capping it off. Let's put a cap on it and let's win this thing out.
Love you guys. I really do love you guys, man. Let's go.
I just know ain't no way in hell they worked harder than us, but they're not gonna give it to us, so we gotta go out there and get it. And I love all y'all. I thank y'all for getting me here. I'm truly blessed.
I got one thing to say. I'm just ready for tears of victory, not tears of sadness. I know we're all kind of down the gas, but I'm just ready to go crazy. I'll be honest. Just ready to win.
Whenever I tell people it's never goodbye, it's always see you later. Because you will be back. I'm talking about seniors. You will be back. And the underclassmen, it's the next guy to step up. It's your turn now.
St. Joseph. Let's go, man. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
Championship Saturday continues, and up next, it's the Division III state championship game between the Roger Bacon Spartans out of Hamilton County, Ohio, against the Villa Angela St. Joseph Vikings out of Cuyahoga County. VASJ looking for their 7th state championship, trying to tie Middletown and now St. Vincent St. Mary, who won their 7th state title earlier today.
You know, I put boys over men. These guys are men, right? Be more man than them. That's what this is going to take, right? This is not, I'm not even worried about boys because they're good, we're good. Be more men than them, right? I don't know about you. I don't know if I was telling Coach Ash or Coach Rowley. I have never once even considered the fact that we can be state champions. That isn't even, so here's our challenge to you, right? Don't think about that. Don't think about that. Think about winning every single possession. Think about doing your job. Think about, right, inspiring the people that are watching us. If we do that, then that's going to take care of itself. Right? Have the discipline to focus on right now, right here. You're going to make mistakes. You make mistakes, screw it, okay? That's what you got good teammates for. Pick each other up, right? Pick each other up and inspire each other. Let's go, come on.
Here is the opening tip. It's taken by the Spartans of Roger Bacon High School, and away we go today in the Division III state championship game, and the long board comes out. It's tipped around, grabbed by Higgins, and an alley-oop to Gaffney, and he slams it down. Daniel McGarry driving to the bucket. Left-hand layup is good. William Butler working at the perimeter. There goes a 3. Little fadeaway, and he nails it.
My nerves were bad the entire game. You know, just because the game was such a close, tight, you know, atmosphere. It was just guys didn't want to make any mistakes, and I hope that the guys didn't make any mistakes. But I had faith in them, but it was just the pressure atmosphere was really tough.
Right now, James Johnson has it go off his chest. Unforced turnover to the other end. Higgins has it swatted away by Johnson. They get it over to Bibbs. Inside, Nick Freem right under the basket. They had a mismatch there, and a 30-second timeout taken by Babe Wozniak of VASJ. As right now, Roger Bacon has opened up a 5-point lead. 4:27 to go, second quarter. Andre George to the rim for VASJ. The shot was missed by Johnson on the restart, so VASJ working the offense, and that means Higgins. He goes right to the glass. Higgins comes off a ball screen at the top, gets to the low left block, puts it up and in, and give him the foul. Over to Butler, there goes the 3, left corner. That's no good, and Gaffney is there to grab it in midair. So VASJ will take a lead to the locker room, 22-21.
We work way too hard to lose right now. Let's go. Let's go.
How do you guys feel? Good. I mean, right, big balls, man, for fighting back, right? Nothing's going right, you guys fought our way back. They have this lead, you feel pretty good, right? We play better than this?
Yeah.
Right? No, it's like the opposite of last year. Right? We came out, we played, and there was a 1-point game. We feel the opposite right now, right? Yeah. We were awful, and we're down 1. I know nobody's trying to turn the ball over. Make the easy pass, right? So make the easy pass. So outlet it and then running off that ball. Anybody else sign up for this? 16 minutes, man. 16 minutes. Somebody step up and take a charge. It's going to change everything.
But it's picked off. Now it's knocked away. Picked up by Andre George of VASJ. To Higgins. Steps through and lays it up and in. Outstanding. It's Gene Higgins. Picks up the dribble. Gets it to McGarry. There he goes to the rim. Lays it up and in. Johnson gives it to Justin Johnson. Throws it up on the run. No good. The rebound down to Gaffney. Defense has definitely been the watchword for both teams today. Here they get it to Gaffney underneath. Give Higgins the assist. In. Get it to McGarry underneath. Banks it up and in. He won't miss that one. The all-important fourth quarter is coming up next. Tries to hand it off to Butler. He gets that job done. Butler gets to the left elbow. The kick out for Newland and a 3. It's good. Butler, a good ball handler for a big man. He gets all the way to the right block, lays it up, and it's missed, but Gaffney slams it home. The VASJ, they really prefer to keep it in his hands right now, Tony. He spins, left side of the lane to Newland for 3. There it goes. He hit it.
When I hit the second one, it kind of all just like hit me. You know, all the hours that I spent, all the time me and my dad spent in the gym together, really all just hit me. And he always told me that, you know, the hard work will pay off. And in that moment, like, it finally hit me that it actually did.
I don't care who you are, if you're a father, when your son has a really cool opportunity and he steps up and meets the challenge, I don't care who you are, you're just going to be beaming with pride.
Back out to Johnson now. Freem wants to drive. He stops at the elbow. Now Justin Johnson, charging foul. Johnson has fouled out of the game.
Papa told us often in chapel that the team that worked the hardest would win the game. And obviously we worked the hardest. We prepared ourselves, and the outcome was state champions.
Off the back rim, no. Rebound down to Moore. Johnson for three, yes! 3 seconds left. They cannot stop the clock, and VASJ will not inbound the ball, and the Division III state championship game is over, and the VASJ Vikings have defeated Roger Bacon 54-52. And the Vikings survive to win their 7th state championship.
I didn't know it was real. I couldn't move. Then, like, everyone stormed the court. It was like a relief. I looked at everybody on the bench for a minute and froze, and then we all just went crazy.
Just stormed the floor. I had to find Gene, all those players, and just hug them and congratulate them for the things they've done.
The coach just grabbed me, and I'm just like, wow, this is the best feeling ever. Just to know you're a state champion.
It was an unreal feeling. Never felt anything like it. It was unbelievable.
That feeling was the closest thing I've had since Beechwood last year. Beechwood last year was pretty special, but I think this one was a little bit better.
First, it went from we won to oh my God, we won, and it was just all celebration after that.
You know, I found myself just standing, and while everybody's, you know, running and hugging, and I'm just like, just embracing the moment.
It was hard for me to like say anything to anyone because it was just such an emotional high.
Being able to be on the court and holding the ball in the last second, throwing it up in the air, hearing the crowd go nuts. It's everything that I wanted my high school career to end with.
It just felt like a burden was off our chest.
Losing last year, I felt as if we let the school down, and coming back, that was on my mind all off season, and we used that as motivation. And once we won, it's like all that joy and relief. We felt it, and it was just a totally different feeling, and I love it, and I hope we can do it again.
You know, it's a special high that I've been very lucky to experience the number of times that I have. It's just been an incredible run, and you know, the memories are just insurmountable.
Because we knew it was time to get them rings.
To present to the Vikings of Villa Angela St. Joseph this trophy, Division III champ and game ball.
Adam got that ring. Hey, got that ring. Jesse got that ring. Steph got that ring. Jay got that ring. Graham got that ring. Colin got that ring. Ronnie got that ring. Ali got that ring. Joe got that ring. Seth got that ring. D got that ring. D got that ring. Will got that ring. Jones got that ring.
We had a lot of young guys brought up, Jason Pryor, Reggie Pryor, Jordan Calhoun, you know, just nurturing them and getting them ready with the experience next year.
Being a senior next year is very exciting, but yet like nerve-wracking because we got a target on our backs and we just need to go out there and win.
I just want to make sure we can leave off with what they left us and just continue to keep doing it, and the people that after us to keep doing it as well.
I looked at Gene after we won when we were on the floor, and I looked at him and I said, hey, this is great, but let's make this 2 in a row. You know, we could end this year with 3 rings by the end of our our 4 years, and that'd be something special.
To win a state championship, just like my father did, it's a great accomplishment. But the difference between us two is he won as a senior and I won as a sophomore, so I have 2 more years to win.
I've seen our team grow and develop, and team chemistry just continuously getting better and better every day. I say that we might have a little bit of a rough start, but definitely in the long run, we will be one of the better teams in our division.
Those guys have been playing together for so long, and you don't can chemistry. You don't just say, okay, these guys are going to be, you know, they're just. So it's a lot more. Basketball it's a game of chemistry, and how do the things fit. And with those guys, man, they've had 4 years of balling together.
These seniors, I think, are the the closest kids I've been to.
They're a great group of people, and just their personalities just seem to be amplified by the presence of the other person.
So many different characters, from Dre, who doesn't talk a lot, to Danny, who's the loudest person on the team.
How they talk to you, how they're friendly, how they're joking, just made the bond very close.
I can remember, you know, other classes being close, but I don't think as close as these guys have been.
Not often you see a tight-knit group of guys, not only from high school, but grade school.
They have a really, really close bond, and it reflects around the whole VASJ basketball program and VASJ period.
You don't get that often where a bunch of guys, you know, come together and they become leaders eventually. They are afraid to address people, you know, about certain things, but being around those seniors made this an easy job for the coaches.
They've kind of paved the way for me and how I should, you know, try to lead the team next year.
I can remember my first year here, all of these guys were freshmen, and I don't think any of them could have seen themselves at the point that they're at now. Not even on the basketball court, but also just the type of people that they've grown to be.
They were all and are great leaders, hard workers, really bought into the system all 4 years, did what they had to do, man, and they got the job done, and it was just awesome.
We live, baby! We live, baby!
It takes time, and they'll realize that to get a relationship as good as it is as we had, the 4 years really did mean a lot being together.
I just want to say thanks for giving me these 4 years with all my friends, all my guys. It's been a ride. It's been a great time.
Our parents who always let us stay in the gym till 8 o'clock at night or waking us up at 7 o'clock in the morning to get in the gym. The administration for allowing us to leave school, miss some stuff, help us with homework.
To all the coaches, thank you for giving me a chance.
Also all the students at VASJ for being the best student section in the state.
And lastly, I'd like to thank my teammates. I'd like to call them brothers now. We've came so far, and everything that they've done, even if it's just their accomplishment, I feel like it's my accomplishment. And all my accomplishments, I feel like it's their accomplishment as well.
It's been great. Wish we could do it all over again, but we can't. I would like to say farewell to the VASJ program. I wish you nothing but the best.
This whole experience was just inspirational. I was inspired by how a young man like Alonzo Gaffney just got so much better as the season went along. I was inspired how guys accept their roles. Guys like Terrence Lawler and Andre George said, yeah, coach, I'll lock this guy up, whatever we need. I was inspired by Gene Higgins' work ethic. Noah Newland not getting ready, but staying ready to hit those big shots. Will Butler saying, coach, if the time comes, give me the ball, put the ball in my hands. The leadership of Danny McGarry, I thought it was as great of a leadership job as any player in my era. I was inspired by our coaches. I was inspired that those guys all have normal jobs, they have normal lives, and especially during March, to put it all aside and to make this a priority. And probably most importantly, I was inspired by our kids. In this day and age, they have so many distractions and so many other things to do. And I would argue that if our kids didn't love each other, we wouldn't have won a state championship. They don't have an app for that. It's something that they worked on. It's something that they fought through. They had the ebbs and they had the flows. They had the bad times and the tough times, but they used those to motivate them, into the great times. And when we won it, that was the thing. I cannot remember another time in my athletic life that I've ever been so inspired.
Congratulations on being high school state basketball champions again at Villa Angela St. Joe, but more importantly, I trust that as you go forward, you're always going to represent the Viking Village as champions in who you are and how you live. The family feeling there is real because it's a significant value. It's not something that's just talked about, it's something that's lived and breathed in the heart of the people.
Me doesn't matter. All that matters is we. And if we do this together, we can win it. And that's the quintessential team for the 2017 VASJ Vikings.
Start out rolling slow, and we're to get fast and loud. Are we ready? We are the Vikings and the Vikings are one. We are the Vikings and the Vikings are one. We are the Vikings and the Vikings are one.